Okay, so now let's start.
The olive, but you can see the connection with what we practiced. The cone is like the nose over here. At the bottom is like darker and lighter on top, right? It's the
You just look at it, don't have to draw it right now.
cone, and these trees also cone. These pine trees over here. It's darker on this side and lighter on this side, but a very rough way. See, this is kind of a tree, yeah, lighter and darker, and the opposite way, flip over. It's like this is darker on here, and also the olive is having a ball body, snowman. Okay, the darker on the bottom, light coming here. So light coming here, but bottom is like darker here. Bottom is like darker here. That's balls. And that's this ball. But an easier way to do that. It's easier, right? That's easier, but it feel 3D because we know this, then we can do better this.
Okay, this is a simple application that's very useful. We learned about cone and ball, actually two more, cylinder and cube. So these ones cover the whole world. See, this is kind of just the olive picture, but actually a lot of things related to what we learned days before. This is so powerful to understand. When you draw olive, for example, you're not blind. You're not how can I say, you know how to do it because you already learned the rule and the trick before, and then you can use this knowledge, these tricks on the anything you will draw in the future or paint. Okay, that's pretty important. Okay, still wait a second. Okay, now prepare your paper, pencil, and we can start to follow. You can follow me, and we can start to do it. Okay, so what's going on? Something special for today? Where are people? Okay, so okay, see. Yeah,
So,
okay. Then we can get a pencil paper to draw um step
Shape,
by
okay?
step, step by step. Okay.
First of all, the paper is this size, and at the
Okay.
bottom, it's over here, you do some kind of outline.
Okay, it's not very clear. Let me repeat it. Okay, just rough. Oh, what's going on here? That's not. So that's the surface of the snow. Okay. All right. You can just roughly draw that. That's not a big deal.
Okay, that's the ground. Okay, we will draw that snowman this way. Okay, first the head could be something this big. It's longer. And then there is a kind of a circle, and then you can do another bigger circle here. Okay, and then you can do this circle here. That's 1 foot, another foot over here, and then you can do the head this way. So that's the top.
Okay, wait a
And then
minute. It's a little bit too fast. Okay. Just follow to do these things. Okay. That's the head. Okay. That's a oval. And another thing, is the neck or whatever. Okay. The second circle. Okay. I couldn't draw with my mouse very well. So these ones is just simple, um, sketch. It's kind of draft. When you do in the future, draw something better, just use sketching. Okay, just you run a rough thing first, but don't do detail. How comes my line is so thick? Okay.
And going to be like this. It's like diamond shape. Okay, it's like this. It's kind of like this kind of diamond shape, right? Feel like so. Okay, or a little.
So I'm afraid you cannot see very clearly.
Okay.
Yeah, now it's a little bit better. The reason I draw very lightly because it's just a rough thing, and we will erase later.
Diamond shape,
Let's
and then
start with the lighter and then getting a little bit more sure and darker.
don't draw the detail. You don't have to
It's like a diamond shape of the head.
draw details. Like, okay, you can just do this, and then you can do the nose area will be like this. It's kind of like this kind of shape. Okay, it's over here, and the
Going
mouth
upward. And see, I didn't draw detail, just draw one line to mark the direction.
is like come to here. How far from here? Take a
Yeah, make a dot over there and we can draw the mouth. Okay, the result will be something like this. Okay, but we just draw very, very simple single lines. Okay.
how far from here? Take a dot, and then you can do similar to this and do that.
Yeah, so I actually compare with the bottom of the face, the cheek. Okay, then I can orient myself.
I open this big, the mouth open this big and come to here. And that's the nose over here. So, and you have this body continually, the thing, and the shape a little bit changed. You do the outline first, but actually you do more accurately later. But take a reference of your outline, okay? And you can do the nose this way. Like here, and one eye is here, another eye is here.
Okay, take a reference. Next step, take a reference of your outline, rough sketch, rough outline. Then you can do a little bit detailed. Compare with the rough line. You will be easier. Yeah, double eye line. Okay, like opposite number 6.
Now you can do the details, okay? And this one is going to be like this. Same to this side, but going this. And the big teeth going down like this. Okay?
Yeah. So is that okay? You can catch up. So this time is not so hard. It's a simple thing, but just later how we sketch it, how we shade it, and
See, this is the mouth
the
opening.
process is also pretty good.
Or here.
Pretty good to know.
This is the neck.
Because that's kind of a university we learned. We have training about this to get better drawing.
Okay. You can use these. Okay. You can go extend it like this. Okay. And your eyebrows. And you can do the arm
single direction.
This another arm going like
Yeah, turn a little bit.
this,
Another one is turn
right?
this way.
And that's done. Basically, done this overall shape. So you don't have to go detail. You probably pay attention to the whole thing. And the pine tree is going to be a triangle here, another pine tree over here.
The good thing about I mentioned, good thing about doing the simple outlines, you can through this way you can actually look at the whole thing, not just individual little detail, and then you will miss the whole picture. Maybe you found out, oh, that's too lean, that's too big or too small. But when we do rough sketch, draft outline, I would say, that will make yourself to see the whole thing, to organize.
Another pine tree over here. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Another two smaller one. One.
Yeah, that's the three little, one after another. Okay, this is behind and the other one
Triangle, another triangle here.
smaller.
So basically, you've done the overall big shape. Okay, something like that. That's the end of the snow bank somewhere.
There's a river,
and then
actually.
you have
Ice.
the buttons. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And later you will have some typical thing hair hairstyle of Olive. Yeah. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, something like this. And you can stop there, and later you can go to details. Okay, this tree you do the overall outline, the shape is done, but the detail is like something different. See, I purposely get something different and come back to the shape, overall shape.
Yeah, so it's kind of like you go along this one, you can go out of your line, go back inside, go in and out, but you don't do too far away from what you outlined. So that kind of like pretty under control, okay? And the shape overall will be right. Okay. That's too. Okay, that's better. All right, so keep going here. To in and out.
Below you to what you have done, this shape, this overall shape. And this one you can do. See, once you have done that, be consistent.
So the outline is you help yourself.
See, you have this line to guide you and always come back to there. And the same thing happening on this side. Okay, same thing here.
Yeah, same thing for the other two.
Okay, and sometimes you have the scenes.
Get a little bit of the texture inside.
A little bit that. similar to this kind of shape. It's kind of this shape on the surface as well.
A little bit textured.
Okay, stuff like that. Okay, let's keep doing the inside detail of the olive. Okay, you can keep doing that for a while. Okay, the eyes, you can get this darker. Eyes are simple. Okay, that's eyebrows. Okay.
So this time is more sure, so you can push harder to for your line. That's your final.
And this is cone. Okay, the cone with the pattern on the nose. It's like this, but going all this way, curving this way, because from this angle you see this is curve. Okay, we talk about it when we draw.
Remember, how do you draw that better? Remember that little detail before, the upper, the less curve, okay, and the deeper and the angle change, you'll get more and more, right? For the cone, okay, for the cone, okay. Remember that, and then you can do this, even with the line like this. Oopsie. Okay, even with the line like this, you will follow that kind of rule, okay? This one is getting a little curving even more, okay? This is getting more and more curved. See, that will make things better looking, realistic, because you follow the right rule. Right?
In the cone. Okay, a little bit this, and also light from top, light from here. So everything on the bottom a little bit darker on here. And that shows 3D this way. Okay.
Remember, that's darker in this line, along this line, and a little bit, even a little bit reflection, a little bit lighter. And then from here to brighter side will get gradually changed, right? The smooth transition, because the nose is relatively smooth.
And this is a ball. Suppose that's the ball of the head. And this is darker area on here, right? Darker area on here.
Yeah.
Darker area. Remember, we draw the ball, theoretical ball, but this is a much easier and simple way. And you can use finger to just smudge that to get smoother. Okay, and still darker, gradually lighter, and this is the lightest.
Yeah, you see, this is very simple now when you apply the theory. The theory was very complicated, but now it's simple, but you know why, you know how, make things really well.
Here, and the mouth inside is darker. Erase this one. The inside is darker. It's also darkest in here and gradually getting lighter outside because outside receive a little bit sunlight.
Yeah.
The mouth.
Always think when you draw, where should be darker, should that be lighter or darker? Always consider these in your mind when you draw. So um, draw well, draw better, use a lot of brain work, I think. Be smart, and then you can draw better. Okay, so then let me see how you're doing. Okay, so far, can I see Okay, Alfred, you are on top of my list here. So how did you do now? Okay, can I see how you're doing? Okay. Yeah, some probably okay, a little bit harder to see. One thing I noticed is a little bit small. Um, make a better use of your paper. You can next time, not this time. You can make it uh bigger or not just the medium size. Make good use of your paper. So you can take your judgment about how far from the top, how much from the bottom, okay? And then you can manage it, okay? And also sometimes when you see another trick, when you see where is the center of your whole paper, and then you can see where does it fit on your center, okay? That way you will uh, manage or organize your drawing pretty well. Okay. So Justin, how's your doing? Okay. The mouth. Okay, the mouth is a little bit too wide open. Not wide open, just this side going this way and a little bit here. Okay. So check the shape I have. Yours is a little bit too sharp, maybe this side. Check that out. I don't know why. So a little bit different
I
style.
receive a little bit.
Okay, Kathy, how's your doing? Yeah, a little bit, little bit a fat head from my angle, but it's good. Yeah, looks good. Another thing I noticed a little bit, the tree, something is sometimes it's a little bit small. Okay, what I mean is you don't want to do all things small change, okay, all small change. Okay, you do some bigger scale and do small, okay? And do bigger and small. So not everything the same. Do you know what I mean? The change it's small pieces, okay? I'll sometimes see I got a little bit longer. See this is longer and some smaller pieces, and this is smaller and then bigger. Okay, some bigger, some smaller. So you adjust your scale to be various. Okay. Don't make it, see, this is longer, smooth, and then bump, small bump again. This small bump and then longer. And this is longer. See, you make a combination of everything, that'll be better. Okay. The iPad is Rebecca, is that right?
Oh yeah, that's me.
Yeah. So can I see how you're doing so far?
Sure.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I can see. Good job. Okay. And you haven't done the tree,
Yeah,
but
I haven't
everything
done
is pretty right. Okay, everything is right. Good.
Okay.
That's good job. Yeah. Okay. And then let's do the mouth now.
All
Okay.
right.
No special comments for Rebecca's.
Sunlight of the mouth. Okay. It's also
Yeah,
different.
it's
Don't have
kind
to
of
draw everything the same darkness.
the inside it's getting darker because you cannot have more sunlight inside of your mouth. Okay. And the outside a little bit brighter. even this brighter is pretty dark. Okay. So that is something to think. Overall, it's pretty.
Okay.
I
See, the
didn't
head is
color the very dark because it's snow, right? White, everything's white. There,
here, and then you can draw the ball over here.
and
The
the other
same thing
ball
to
will
that.
be the same. Okay, the first ball, the coloring is about color the lower part. Okay, color this, and this one will be the same coloring the lower area. Okay. And you can smudge together with the transition.
But this rough ball of the theoretical ball.
Yeah, but maybe you'll feel pretty simple this time, but it's kind of a simple application of the theories.
Okay, and here is another part of the ball.
Yeah, and the other ball at the bottom.
And this is the bottom. The bottom also darker.
I use smudging to make a transition. I didn't really color much of this area, but I smudged to make a little transition, a little gray. And then this side, I just leave it blank, leave it white on this side, on top. That's facing the light.
It's a little ball, flat ball, okay?
With shadows on the right side, with the button.
A little darker and gradually lighter. Darker on here and gradually lighter here. Darker, lighter this way. Okay.
Yeah, okay. There's supposed to be a rock or something in there, so it's getting a little bit darker than snow color. Overall, it's darker, but on the left side, still brighter than the right side. And also very efficient or effective if you get a shadow here. See, I get a shadow immediately and feel 3D shade. So you can consider these things on your drawing. Yeah, you may not like this picture, but some picture you really you want to draw yourself. You can use this
See, it's a 3D
consideration.
like, so you can do the arm.
Yeah, the arm is kind of double-lined according to your outline.
This way.
It's getting easier. Okay.
Get around your outline. That's why your outline is so important.
Yeah, that's the first arm.
And this is kind of a cone. Think about that. It's kind of darker in here, under here, and darker on here, the side too. Each little cone.
Yeah, even the little fingers. You think that's actually cylinder next time, but it's you can similar to the coin. You can do it. Okay. Then you will show the 3D.
Same thing happening here.
And so the outline I draw pretty light. Then you don't have to erase that because later when we shade it, with color, with the darkness, actually mostly they will get covered.
Darker under here.
So each finger give a little simple consideration of 3D.
Okay, and then you can do another ball under here, another ball here. So the ball is also darker here, gradually lighter, darker
Yeah.
here.
You just draw darker and lighter gradually, simply,
Here,
and then you
gradually
smudge
lighter,
it.
and you can smudge that too. And then you
Be sure you left side untouched. Don't smudge over that side. Leave it bright.
have little snow. Footprint. And the footprint is like higher here, lower here. It's like darker on this side too. Darker on this side. At the bottom, so we can do this. Okay, and then you can do the this is the trail, the maybe the bank or something. Okay, there's also lighter here, darker here, because light shoots here first. So pretty natural doing this and gradually disappeared, gradually disappeared, gradually.
Okay, that's curved this way. Okay, it's curved this way. This is the river, okay, or the ice, okay, on this side, and this is the bank of the river. So it's like a little bit curving on the surface. So this side is brighter and this side is a little darker on this side. It's actually it's the cylinder lying down, similar to cone, and you can do coloring the bottom a little bit darker here, and gradually getting lighter.
It's darker, medium, and lighter. And then you can use paper towel to do it, or use fingers. Fingers also work sometimes. I like towel sometimes. And also you can add to it, add some more to it.
Yeah, it's
on
not,
top of
if
it.
that is not dark enough, remember that's lighter, medium, and darker. So if darker is not dark, we can go back after smudging.
And continue to smudge. Yep. Okay, and what else we can do? It's kind of a background. Okay, let's do background. Background is like this. So best way to do it consistent, everything the same, and keep that pretty long. That's better way to do lighter, gentle. Okay, the background is like this. Or sometimes you hold it like thumb up.
Yeah, so that's two ways. First of all, we draw the background. Remember, some of you are not drawing the background last time for the 3D ball, but this time always consider the background need to have there. For example, this is a really shining spot. Okay, so how to draw the shining area is just leave it blank, right? Leave it white. But if we leave the background white, how comes this is similar to that? It's not. The background, maybe the trees behind or the sky from far, it not as bright as the forehead. That's why we need to make some color, okay? We need to break or destroy this white shining thing to make this come out, to make this more obvious or brighter, okay? The background needs, it's necessary to color, necessary to cancel or break this white area around it. Okay? So then you can see where is the brighter thing. Okay, that's the first thing over here. The second thing is that when we draw the background, this bigger area, you want to do the bigger smooth area. We need to keep our finger longer from the tip of the pencil. One way to hold it is like normal way to hold it, but just far. Another way is
That's better
sketching,
way to
professional,
do lighter,
I would say,
gentle.
professional sketching way on the easel. Sometimes when you draw 3D,
Okay, the
Yeah.
background is like this.
this is the first way.
Or sometimes you
Hold
hold
it
it
longer.
like thumb up.
This way, do you remember? If you can't remember, just remember thumb up way to hold your pencil, and then you can move your wrist. Okay, move your wrist.
But use this way and to do this.
See, you move your wrist to
That's
color, to make the
typical
line.
professional way to shade. Okay, shade all the way.
This is really, you can swipe really long and far, get the background quickly smoother, to do it lighter as well. See, just move your wrist. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you cover inside of the hand, arm, okay. So consider the background is so important to make it dark, right? Because you want snow to be snow, shining. So the background, you can make it darker, up to you. But once you put that dark, the things come out of your paper. It's like your paper is have bumpy surface now. Do you see that? If you can see that, that means you got it right. Okay. Maybe too fast or too slow. Okay.
It's hard to use this to do it. If you can, if you like.
My idea is usually smudging the smaller area with finger and big area with towel. Okay.
You can do that, but I think that for the big area, you probably use towel better. Use towel to do it.
But just when you smudge, very easy to get inside. For example, the olive head. So just when you get a really approaching to the head or the edge, the drawing, you need to be careful not get over.
I think that's evening or something. It's kind of.
Yeah, just get a piece of paper,
A little bit darker.
Towel, tissue, or something.
The snowman come out negative way. So you can erase
Yeah, yeah,
somewhere if that's
accidentally if you
dirty.
get inside, you can just erase. I would say drop background darker, and it's kind of a opposite way to make the shape of the snowman come out. I would say that's negative way, positive and negative.
And the arm have the shining spot. Okay, you can do this.
You can, if you want brighter, you can use eraser to fix it. If you want darker, you can add more pencil line.
All the way. And here too. Here maybe use the black dirty towel to do this here. And the bright
So the result will be very much a 3D illusion.
area still you need to shine it. Shine it. Shine it. Shine it. Okay, something like this. So and you can stress on something, not the whole line all the way, but just some part is really dark. Some line you want stress. So you can stress darker here and don't keep getting the same darkness.
Yeah, remember what I said once in a while. Some line, for example, this line, this piece is darker because it is in shade and it's pretty clear somehow, and later shine some reflection or something on here, and this line is not as clear as before. So in this way, we draw line, every line, okay, like the head, sometimes is thicker or darker, and then we get a little bit lighter, okay, a little bit thinner, because the shine on it, and then continually you can get a little bit thinner or break it and keep going. That'll be, even a line can consider the real life, what is visual right. Of course, the line is right, but visually, or the you received differently than the reality. What you see actually wrong. What you see is not the reality. Okay, what you see is different from the reality. Sometimes the angle different, the shine on it, the sunlight is on it, so that makes things very different. Okay. Angelina, you come late, but I have video taped, so you can watch that later. Okay, I talked about connection with what we learned earlier. You can see that. Okay. Okay, Ashling is okay. All right. Let's keep going from there. So
Don't frame it. And some darker here.
yeah, not Angelina, Ashling. I
Okay.
videotape it.
And brighter because the tree shining the light here. And erase this. And then this is the cone, so this is darker on this side.
How to make the tree brighter because it's covered by snow, right? It's the way we draw the background. We draw the background already. Okay, make the tree brighter now.
Sometimes darker on that side. lower.
Yeah, remember we were talking about okay, middle and darker, right? Brighter, medium, and darker. Okay, so we keep it really simple when we go to application. Only on this side we get a little bit sketched on this side, but the rule on the theory we remember. Everything will go to the top point. Okay, everything changed to the summit. Okay, from the peak. Okay? And then you know how that goes.
Don't smudge everywhere, just choose some area to do it. And then the same.
Yeah, you better keep some line. Don't make all the line disappeared. You keep some lines for texture of the leaf, pine tree leaves.
Same thing happening here.
So this way you create 3D sense. Okay? On the side,
Brighter.
mostly.
Darker here. And then you can do icicle like this. Some bigger, but it's cone this way. It's kind of triangle this way. And
So the result will be something like this. So the icicle is on top. Maybe he is going inside of a cave or something. That's why there's icicles. Okay, anyways, the icicle you can use eraser to erase to get that kind of feeling. Some longer, some shorter. Okay, doing that way.
small
Some
dripping.
with the little round tip, and also spacing them sometimes closer, sometimes further away.
And do the cone closer, bigger.
Yeah,
like
sometimes
that.
wider. See, make a variety of them, even in every part. Okay, in every part, doing naturally.
You do the cone. A group.
Yeah, group some and single out
And
some.
more in this area.
Longer, shorter, stuff like that. Yeah. Sometimes if you want make these some kind of drawing more obvious, you can make background darker and then you can use the eraser to make it. And again, the icicle sometimes the edge is more obvious and sometimes it's shiny. Okay, it's kind of like very shine. It's like these kind of star shine. Okay, then you cannot really see the edge. So you can draw the icicle edge a little bit darker and then skip somewhere and then keep going. Okay? Don't draw a line from top to the bottom. Okay, let's draw the edge of the icicle, but don't draw all the way from the top to the bottom. Maybe you cannot see very clearly as my drawing is very light this time.
You can get a little bit on the side of cone.
And the icicle is kind of a opposite cone. And then you can color this side, right? This darker side a little bit. and get a little bit smudged. Okay.
Sometimes they have a little bit edge to show you icicle.
Okay, just that'll be a little bit slowly. Okay, so actually probably you can see the nose is cone, the tree is cone, and the body is balls, and actually the whole world can cover the whole picture, whole scene can be covered by what we learned, ball and cone, and in the future we will learn the cylinder and cube. I think the whole world is covered by these four things. So if you learned theory, actually you learned everything. You learned everything. See the edge, I just get a little bit and skip.
Something like that, and you're done your olive. One more thing.
Here.
Double line it. Another one, double line it. Okay, all right.
Okay. See, you can work on yours if you haven't finished, but I just go over again overview of that whole thing. So we first just draw outline very lightly, simply, but control the whole thing. Okay. And then according to the whole outline, we do the detail according to that and adjust a little bit and draw some of these. And for the arm, for example, it's just the simple direction, and then later we will draw double line. Okay. And so the tree, as we draw the line, sometimes we go smaller detail and longer no detail and small detail again and medium detail again. So not everything the same go all the way. Not everything smooth. Okay, this is too small detail. This is too big no detail. Make changing variety of that. Okay.
See, I purposely get something different and come back to the shape, overall shape.
Yeah, just follow your overall shape.
Below you to what you have done this shape, this overall shape.
Yeah,
And this one you can do
below you.
see once
Partially low you. You can change it for sure, but just a little bit.
you have done that, be consistent.
And you then
What we draw
tree
in the
get a little bit texture of the
it's
tree
a simple.
inside,
Okay, that's
and this time
eyebrows,
you can
eyebrows,
get
here to just
darker lines, because these lines you are more sure and more detailed. It can be final. That's why you make it darker.
smudge that to get
And use finger to smudge. Very simple, just according to what we have done for the ball, and then we just smudge a little bit. The transition, we don't have to draw, we just make it dirty. That's all.
And this is the bottom
Button with the shade feel like
at
better
the bottom. So we can do this.
rocking on the body. And this bank is kind of curving from here to here. To this is a river here. Okay. Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Kathy. Okay. Then the top is brighter and medium and darker, right? This is getting sunny side a little bit further away, the sun hard to go to the bottom. Then you can get the river bank pretty right, okay?
And to do this,
And holding the
as-
pencil this way is kind of a sketching professional way. If you don't remember how to hold it, just make your thumb up.
background is way to do lighter, gentle. Okay, the background is like this.
Holding,
Or sometimes you hold it like thumb up, but
yeah,
you
so if you don't remember, just do this, and then
this way
control
and to do
your
this. That's
your pencil much further and stabilize. You can get a longer line, bigger area like this background.
typical professional way to shade. Okay, shade all the way.
Okay,
Spot.
and also you can erase something
Okay.
else, and now you can just draw the line and finalize the line, but don't draw the whole line the same darkness, the same width. Maybe darker somewhere and lighter somewhere, yeah, because the light plays. And
Like
you
that.
can get brighter here. One thing important I need to mention is just the background is so important to color that, because if we forgot the background is too shiny, okay? Too shiny to compete with the face. The face is actually the shiniest area. The background may be sky. It's blue and it's darker than the face. When you do the background, actually you make the face come out, make the face standing out. Yeah, okay. That's all. Okay, that's about time, but I want to take a look of your what you're doing. Okay, Justin, can I see how much you have done? Yeah, that's cool. And leave the brighter side untouched, okay? You can erase or don't get any color in there. Okay. Rebecca,
All right.
yeah, I don't have to finish, but I will keep it here. You can finish that up a little extra
Okay.
time. Yeah. You can show me how much you have done. Doesn't matter. You are only halfway.
Oh, yeah. Haven't finished drawing the trees yet.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, that's pretty good. Another thing is get a little bit over, okay? Don't just the dark stay a little bit narrower here. You can get a little bit
Yeah.
here, okay? And keep this shining in this area. That's good enough. Okay. So the middle color you can get a little bit affected by smudging. Okay.
Oh yeah, I haven't done enough yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay. Alfred. Yeah, I'm running too fast. Maybe I have a video to play if you I will send you guys if that is something you are free later. Okay. Yeah, you haven't colored very much, but need definitely some darker thing to do. Okay, make some part darker. Otherwise, everything is pretty light and pretty flat. Feel not really, but get really some part dark. Don't be worried to get dark. Okay. Ashley has done something really quick. Well, that's cool. Yeah, that's right. Pretty good too. Um, yeah, things can be this easy, right? Nice job. Okay. I don't see anything wrong. But a stress on some part, maybe make it darker or thicker line once in a while to make, because that's more obvious, and other part is for example here is shining or something happening, hurt your eyes, you cannot really see that part. Okay. So every line is just a go and stop, skip and keep going, and then something like that. That's the reality I was talking about. Okay, Kathy, are you here now? Okay, you can show me how you're done. Okay, this is the final version. You can take a look, and I will leave, but keep this here. Okay, you can finish that. I will make it a little bit darker here so you can see clearly. Now it's good. Okay, you can see clearly now, right? So you can get darker to it too. You can add some darkness. Okay, Kathy, are you here now? Okay, all right. Just be here, but I keep the window on. So